What up, everybody?
Welcome everyone to another episode of the Workshop. Number 232, which is a fun number because it's backwards is the same number. And it's good luck. I don't know what's going on. I hope you guys, this pandemic is going great. I have here with me Nick Phelan, Jeremy Wagner, and Matthew Swakis.
You got it right.
I did? Perfect. My name is Victoria Blair, and I'm hosting. I'm located in Montreal right now. Where are you located, Nick?
I'm in Red Deer, Alberta.
Alberta. What about you, Jeremy?
Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam.
And you, Matthew?
Dallas, Texas.
What? Do you have a gun?
I do, and it's scary.
How old are you? You have a gun?
Yeah, I'm 20.
Okay. They give them to you when you're 16. Like, here you go. You're a man now.
It's crazy down here. We're stupid.
It's okay. I think Jeremy's from there.
No.
All right. No, you don't.
Sort of.
You just look like it.
Yeah. I have a little bit of the Texan accent. So for anyone this is their first time, I just want to explain that this is a comedy safe space, which is the opposite of a safe space in that you can say whatever you want to say without the fear of being judged. What are you making there, Jeremy? What is that?
I was just showing you what I have in my hand.
So yeah, you can say whatever you want to say. We're just trying to find the limit and what works here. So we're not going to judge each other if we go too far or if we say something out of line. And the way it works is that everybody was given a random topic, and we each worked on it. We got hopefully 3 to 5 minutes of material on that topic. And I'm a little. There's like an echo sound going on. I don't know whose it is. It's distracting me. Oh, I think it was Matthew.
Okay.
That's okay. Do you have earphones? Usually it helps. I'm really bad at focusing on things. I'm just gonna keep going though. We got a random topic. We wrote 3 to 5 minutes on it. We're gonna present it to each other and give each other feedback, and then we're gonna do 3 to 5 minutes of our own material and give each other feedback on that. And yeah, that's gonna be fun. Hopefully, I have high hopes for this group. High hopes.
Should be fun.
Should be fun. Hey, it's gone. It's
Can you
good.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I just want to say you look very artistic with like your black shirt and the black background. It's like you're about to do like theater or something. You look like a theater guy.
It's a statement piece.
It's a statement piece.
It's a safe space. So he's gonna rob a bank after this.
Yeah, safely, without the fear of being judged. So if someone wants to take the bullet, does someone want to take the bullet? No. I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna break the ice. Oh, did you want to do it?
Well, it depends. My topic is cats, so I don't know if you want to start off on a high or what, but I don't know. Depends. My topic is cats, so take that for what you will. But yeah, I guess should I just start? I guess.
I kind of want you to start now.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I was like thinking about this topic, and there's so many ways I could take it, but then I was like researching stuff, and it said there's a guy in Melbourne that he went to like an animal shelter, and then he held somebody hostage that worked there, and then he, like, of all the demands he made, he was like, "Show me the cats," and I just thought that was pretty like I think it's pretty crazy. I actually read these articles that cats are actually like in really high demand right now because cats are like a really good companion. So I guess people are like stealing them from people in other neighborhoods in Australia and then trying to like sell them. So I don't know. I think this is I don't know if you can call that a black market, but I think it should be called like a black cat market. I'm not a fan of cats. I hate cats, but other people are fans of cats. Like the internet loves cats, so I've decided to compromise and start an OnlyFans account for my cats. I got a bunch of other random crap about cats. I'm just gonna pull up my phone here. When a dog injures someone, you have to consider putting them down. But when a cat injures somebody, they're just like, "All right, I didn't give you enough treats today." I don't like.
My fault.
I don't like cats. They really freak me out. Yeah, and also there's all these people in Melbourne like stealing cats. There's some crazy people with guns stealing cats. That's crazy. My real question to these people is, the Melbourne sun is hot. Does the cat at least have some water? Like, I don't know. Like I don't know. That's about all I got. I don't know. I got some other random stuff that's not cat related, but.
Well, you still have like a minute left. We can end it here, or you can try to riff if you like.
Can you say the thing about the water again? Because I didn't hear that clearly.
Oh, it just
the last one about the water.
Okay, the idea just that like people are worried about all these criminals running around with guns trying to steal cats, but in Melbourne it's so hot. My only question is, are they at least giving the cats some water? That's my biggest concern.
Okay.
I don't care how many cats you shoot, as long as you put a bowl of water outside. I don't know.
Wait, they're shooting the cats?
I think people say that cats are such like great end of life companions because when you're about to die, they just scratch your eyes out. That's all I got. Yeah, I don't know. Just that's all I got for cats. I think cats are pretty annoying, to be honest. Cats are assholes because I can't trust them as far as I can throw them, and I can't. Here's one thing I forgot. So, cats are assholes, and you can't trust them as far as you can throw them, and I can't throw cats because they always rip into my skin and make me bleed. So I don't know.
That was good.
It's
Thank
weird.
you.
You know.
That was interesting.
It was cats, and I didn't want to go sexual with it, so that's what I came up with.
Yeah, thank you. How original for someone who's not like having sex with a cat in his act, you know?
Does anybody know the number?
I think that set was a catastrophe, to be honest with you guys.
Oh, catastrophe. What's the number you call whenever you're concerned that your friend is a psychopath? Because I think we should call that number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Who is it? Where are you
The
pointing
cat guy. Who?
No.
No, they say whenever like the serial killers will harm animals when they're young, and that's how they develop into becoming psychopath serial killers. So, I mean, these are the signs. We just seen them, guys, and we're not even calling the number on him. We should be reporting him right now.
Curtis? He says grab him by the tail and swing him like a sling.
Like the animal rescue?
Like the animal rescue.
Did you know PETA doesn't even care about cats? They kill cats.
Yeah.
Even though PETA is supposed to be ethical treatment, they just kill them.
I guess you could just call like an animal helpline or something.
Do they have like the animal helpline? Sorry, I don't speak cat. You're gonna have to call back. Press number 2 for English.
Yeah, the receptionist is a cat and like is fluent in cat and human. Oh no, he left for his feedback.
Catanese.
I guess we can always give feedback.
Children.
and he can watch it later.
Well,
yeah.
I wanted
Okay.
to say that when he said that someone held people hostage just to see the cats, to me it struck me like if someone wants to see cats that badly, you probably shouldn't let him see the cats because it's an unnatural.
my girlfriend holds her cat hostage so that I'll spend time with her, and that's bullshit.
What?
It's a vagina joke.
Oh, okay, I see.
I like the. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I was not something intelligent.
It wasn't important.
It was not.
Yeah. I like the idea that like cats just like dig into your skin, like that. It's like they're climbing Mount Everest, and like every talon's just an ice pick and just going
Yeah.
into you.
I'm pretty sure that's a cat mark right there.
Oh, he's back. I really love that last joke. Like, they're great end of life companion because they just claw your eyes out.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was amazing.
Beautiful. It's just like you don't have to see your ugly grandkids anymore.
Scott
It was
says,
I'm
Save-
kidding. If you have cats, you're dying alone.
Scott says, save cats, hurt children. And then Curtis said, save cats, throw them at children for a soft landing.
There's a lot of hatred towards like children in this group.
Children, yeah.
I
There's
like
a lot
it.
of rage inside in the comments, I think.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
I think Curtis and Scott might not be getting laid enough.
And you
And
think
for
they're
guys-
taking it out on the cats?
Yeah, because
I mean,
for guys, enough is like a half a time. Like you give us sex a half a time, and we would be all right.
to be
Just a
honest,
half.
What?
when I was writing all this material about cats, I was like, I just thinking about how much I hate my cats. That's all I thought about. Trying to see how I could bring the hate into the comedy, but it was.
It was
How many
good,
cats
actually.
do you have? How many cats?
Well, the problem is I live like on a farm, so people just kind of like bring their cats and like dispose of them on my farm.
Oh, I love that.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Is it like they leave their cats and like just leave them out in the wild? Because they do that like in my deer lease. My grandfather's deer lease. Like they just pull up by the side of the road, just release a cat they don't want, and it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I'm like
Someone
the Ted
told
Bundy
me-
of cat.
Someone told me their grandma used to put them in a plastic bag and just throw them in the river.
Oh, yeah, my grandpa used to do that with squirrels. What?
What is with all people and hurting animals?
I don't know, man. I'm vegan, so.
I'm like the Ted Bundy of cats. I don't know.
What?
What does that mean? You
Yeah,
leave them at Matthew's hunting lodge and then you go sleep next to them like later on? What?
I don't know. I'm a cat murderer. I don't know.
You just want to be Zac Efron, but like not hurt women.
What you should have done is put a cat in that aquarium back there behind you.
Yeah.
Like it's your pet cat and he lives in the aquarium.
hmm
Of course, you mean
Well, what that is it's a lizard aquarium, and I have so many cats on this property. I've been slowly just chopping up pieces of cat and feeding it to them every day.
Oh, it's so dark. I love it.
Yeah,
that's a resource you have too much of. So you try to find uses for the cats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Waste-
a cool animal.
Waste not, want not.
Well, it's not my fault. The pet store is closed. The pandemic has made me fall on hard times.
Yeah. On that note, we're gonna
just
move
kidding.
on to the next comic.
My lizard has a cat fur jacket.
Okay. Who wants to go next? That's enough about the cats. Who wants to go next?
I will.
Who?
Yeah.
Matthew.
So,
Matthew. Yeah, Matthew.
Matthew, is your topic about dogs? Are you going to talk to us about
no.
dogs? Okay. Okay.
I wish it was. I got marbles.
What?
I got marbles.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
that's the thing. Like normally you complain about stuff in comedy, or like you have like some kind of thing you notice. I don't really know how to feel about marbles. Like I used to. They were all I had as a kid. Like besides Hot Wheels and fear of vacuums. I wish I was making that up. That's God's joke on me. But moving on, Matthew. Here's some jokes. The thing that bothers me about marbles is that we give them to children, and like they're part of like their development and they're learning about the world. So we're just handing them plastic balls that are named after stone that they're not allowed to swallow. And they're easy to lose. Like, you ever drop a bag of marbles? The way they scurry away? It's like they're fleeing a crime scene. It's like, no, my happiness is dead. I don't know. I mean, speaking of lost marbles, like I did some research because also I didn't know exactly what I was looking up. And lost your marbles is actually like a phrase that was partly coined by a movie in the 1950s where a crazy guy like would shake a bag of marbles in a court case. Because that's their understanding of mental illness in the 1950s. And I hate how movies just influence our lives. Like, my little brother is autistic, and people, because of that, they either assume like he's like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory, or he's like people that watch The Big Bang Theory. And it's just like, no, there's an in-between. Not everybody is like this or that. That's like assuming every blind guy knows Kung Fu. I don't know. Like, I'm tired of I'm tired of rich people too. Like, this was also like rich people's ideas. This was part of their idea. I guess like they got duped into thinking they were getting real marble. I don't know. Like, I hate like rich people have like the stupidest, dumbest ideas. Like champagne. That's like beer with a 401k. That's all it is. Okay. I'm not saying. I'm trying to. Oh yeah. It seems the reason it's stupid is because marbles don't actually have a purpose. Like all you see them used for is like some kind of DIY project or some kind of elaborate mousetrap contraption that people obviously have too much time on their hands and no life. It's just some kind of elaborate machine in order to cut paper. Like, I don't understand. But, oh yeah. Apparently there's a video game where you can race marbles. Like there's, how people race marbles in real life back when we had friends.
That's true.
Not a resource anymore. So we're going to the virtual stage. We're wasting 4 minutes or what?
Yes.
Was that it? Was that my time?
Oh, you
No.
still have like 30
You
seconds.
got 1 minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
1 minute.
Okay. Apparently that's not a resource anymore, so people are turning to the internet. And I guess they're coming up with some kind of computer just to like make these people happy, like Photoshop some images of like balls in their balls that they can just toss down a field and act like they are somehow going through life happy. Anyway, that's my time, I guess. That was weird. I don't sure. I kind of just ripped at the end. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Thank you so much. Okay, let me just check my note. Yeah, your fear of vacuums, I think you can expand on that. I don't know where it came from, but it's very interesting and weird. And
Vacuums eat marbles. They eat marbles.
yeah, they eat stuff. That's true.
They eat stuff and it doesn't come back.
Yeah, maybe like when you were a kid, you saw your dog was afraid of the vacuum, so you got afraid of the vacuum because you trust your dog or something.
That was exactly it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You would hide in the closet with your dog and wait for the vacuum to be over.
My dog used to eat shit, so I don't know if we should be following the things our dogs do.
Yeah, what else did you do that your dog did? You know, just for fun.
Try to lick my own leg.
Yeah.
I would pee random places.
Yeah.
Just pee randomly.
I really liked how you said. I think you said that marbles scurry or something like that. You like the way the marbles.
Yeah.
And I think that the idea of lawyers using a bag of marbles in like the 1950s to prove your sanity, like that whole thing of like if you did it in some sort of like Cockney weird voice or like could be kind of a whole like I feel like there's definitely like more to that idea of like using marbles in court to prove your sanity.
Yeah. And I feel like it's weird that they would bring that. They just have props at home for their like. What else did they hang around with a bag of marble?
How do they do that? Do they just drop the marbles on a table and whichever side they roll to is okay? They went to the guilty side. Fucking put him on the electric chair. Kill him.
No,
I think it was like the person would be speaking and then they would just shake their marbles. Kind of like how you do this when someone's like you think they're crazy or something, right?
Well, like it was like one movie, and apparently it was like some kind of guy that came back from the war. It was before they really were discovering PTSD, and like
last year.
Yeah. Like it was just like one movie. It was like Lieutenant something. It was just like shaking a box of marbles or something. It's just like I'm crazy. This is what crazy looks like. I'm a good actor, and it's just what the fuck is going on? Just
that's weird.
Like I was gonna do a whole thing on. I wrote like a page on like how angry I was on like mental illness is not like this, and I realized all these people are dead. Like I don't need to rant.
Have you thought that maybe you're doing the mental illness wrong? Maybe you should have a box of marbles.
Maybe.
Right?
I have a bag of marbles, and they all came off the ground because like the saying, you lose your marbles, you go crazy. So anytime I see a marble on the ground, I always pick it up, and it makes me feel less crazy because I have somebody else's marble.
Did
I have a whole bag.
I have a whole bag.
Yeah, they sit on the back of my door. I don't shake them though. I just keep them for good luck.
Amazing. Nick, do you have anything to add?
I was just wondering, did anybody hear, like, I remember as a kid being told not to, like, swallow marbles, like, or, like, kid, like, you wouldn't, like, you're, like, always when you buy, like, a container of marbles, it's like, make sure you keep them away from children because they'll swallow them. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the last thing I would swallow. I don't know. I just remember a lot of.
They are kind of shaped like sweet tarts.
Yeah, they look really tasty.
One of the first things that I swallow because, like, I don't know, I had a quarter, like, I swallowed a quarter one when I was a kid, and I got 2 dimes and a nickel. So, like, imagine happening like triple up on your marbles. You swallow one, you get 3 back.
When you say I got, you mean at the end, like the next day?
Yeah. Like I think it may be 2 or 3 days later. I'm pretty healthy. I got a healthy digestive tract.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're not dead.
You could also do a bit about like marble countertops if you want to take it into a different.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like, I think my word was marbles, but yeah, I don't know.
I wrote down how can we teach about flat Earth with round marbles? Rich babies are born with silver marbles in their mouths, and then I noticed that you did some research on YouTube because you said something about the marble races, and they got whole 30-minute videos on YouTube I've watched because I'm fucking retarded. And they're just some guy built a marble track and he's racing marbles, giving commentary. Oh, here comes Red. Yeah. Red's coming up and he's coming around the corner. He's going over. And I'm like, these guys are dumb for making the video, but then here I am fucking watching the video. And I'm like, oh.
But I think that's the reason you tune in. You don't tune in for the marble races. You tune in for the marble commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I always want to know the backstory behind all the marbles, right?
I like
they
watching
got a white marble and the black marble, and they're like old retired marble racers, and they're giving the commentary.
They're all just like marbles. Just with legs and
but
stuff.
The one had built like a stadium and shit, and it had marbles sitting in the stadium, and they were holding flags and shit like that because it was separated by country.
There's like a website for each of the marble teams. If you go look it up, you can support your team and stuff. And each year around the same time, they have the marble Olympics, I think they call them. I don't know, but it's like a real thing.
It is a real thing. I remember that, John Oliver.
Like they make it real from beginning to end. You know, you can have like a T-shirt with your team on it and whatnot.
I didn't know a way to include it, but like Wikipedia says that there's marble games, like a world like marble thing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, do you sit at your house all year and train your marbles? Like, okay, you guys are going to run fast today. You're going to roll as fast as you can roll.
And then they find out that some teams have been roiding. They've been juicing the marble.
Yeah.
You got one marble who's slightly got some mentally illness, and he rolls the other way.
Yeah. They got the special marbles game. No. All right. Well, I think we've come to the natural end of this topic. And we should move on to the next person, which is who hasn't gone yet? It's you and me. So do you want to go?
I can go, sure.
Okay.
My topic was Marvel. Like Marvel. To marvel at someone means to stare or to gaze or to gawk as you rubberneck to look at another woman. Rub her neck, like you rub your girlfriend's neck so that you can look. Never mind. Marvel comic books often presented flawed superheroes and freaks and misfits, unlike the perfect, handsome, athletic heroes found in other writing workshops. My favorite Marvel superhero was The Thing. I still play with mine to this day. So here's where I just kind of got dumb, but I don't want to read all of these. But there's 7 wonders of the ancient world. The Great Pyramid of Giza. This in Egypt. It is said when first exploring the Queen's Chamber, it was moist. The bushes were overgrown, and it was filled with double-ended dildos in the Queen's Chamber of the Great Pyramid. The Colossus of Rhodes is 108 feet tall, or 2/3 the height of Statue of Liberty, still tall enough to look up her skirt. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, this is currently at the bottom of the ocean and is proof of climate change. That's just a tomb. The Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. That's somebody's gravesite, and the guy who's buried in that gravesite fucked his sister. The statue of Zeus. This is only remembered because somebody put it on a coin. So there's no pictures of these things. The Temple of Artemis. It was known as the Temple of Diana. That's a great Greek name, Diana. It's a marble temple that was said to have burned to the ground. Diana must have been a bitch. And then the last of the ancient wonders of the world, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And these were thought to have never actually been located or possibly never existed until we found Saddam Hussein hanging in a garden, babbling about how he did not have weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, that's dumb. Now we're to the current wonders of the world, or marvels of the world. The Great Wall of China. It's seconded only by the Trump Wall in keeping invaders out of a place that nobody wants to go to, China or America. The chicken, I don't know how to pronounce this. It looks like chicken. It's a Toltec style pyramid. Basically, it's a Mexican pyramid. And we know it's a Mexican pyramid because there's a taco salesman at the bottom. And he says that he's a descendant of the first taco salesman to own that space next to the entrance of the Mexican pyramid. Petra, everybody knows about Petra in Jordan. She's a Russian stripper. She has Russian rough hands, and she smokes while giving handjobs. Machu Picchu. This is the birthplace of Pichu Pichu. That's a joke for the kids. Christ the Redeemer. This is in Brazil because we all know the whole country of Brazil is going to hell for their decadence and debauchery. The Colosseum of Rhodes was built way long time ago, where 1932 Babe Ruth called his home run hit during the World Series. And lastly, the Taj Minaj, a shrine dedicated to the ass of Nicki Minaj. These are all the 7 current wonders of the world. I got, how much time did you say? Did you show minutes?
No, you're
I'm
at 4
over.
though. You're at 4.
Okay, good. It said in 2015, Pope Francis was given a vial of blood that was from Saint Gennaro. And Saint Gennaro was the patron saint. And when he died, they put his blood in this vial. And so it was a dried blood. And it said whenever Pope Francis took the vial and kissed the vial, that the blood turned to liquid. So I don't have a punchline for that. That's just something I learned. It's amazing, like a corn maze. And then I got on here. In school, I was a smart kid, but I did get into trouble. I talked a lot in class, and people called me the whiz kid. Not because I was smart, because I peed on a lot of things. That's all I got.
That was good. Thank you. I like the whiz kid thing.
Yeah.
Of course, because it's the last joke.
That is
It
one
was
of
a good one.
That's one of those things that you could talk about how kids used to marvel at you when you were in school because of the stupid stuff you did. That could be something fun.
I didn't get a joke for that. I wanted to use Whiz Kid and Cheese Whiz. Those are 2 things I have wrote down here that I didn't get to make jokes about. Because, they would marvel at me because I was a whiz kid. I peed on people or covered them with cheese whiz. I don't know.
Your whiz smelled like cheese. You know, you're the whiz kid. Also,
it's when that kid pees, it's bright neon orange and it smells like canned cheese.
It smells like Kraft dinner.
Does that mean I can only pee on crackers? I mean, white people.
You said in your thing that there's a marble temple that burnt to the ground, and I just thought that's a lie. There's no way you can't burn marble.
Yeah, I know. That's the point. But that's what history says. It's like it was like this beautiful temple, and the guy who burned it to the ground said he wanted to be remembered for destroying something beautiful. And nobody wrote him in the history books because they didn't want his name to be known, but he wrote his own history book so that he could tell people that he was the one who burned the building down.
That's so petty.
He did, like, I'm going to fucking write a book. I'm going to write a series of books about history, and I'm going to be in there.
Dang, ancient Greece is just the original Mean Girls. Just...
Also, the Pope Francis thing, ew, gross.
That was supposed to be
so weird.
A miracle. It was supposed to be a miracle when that happened. Because it said that typically every year they come together and they have a big celebration in Rome to celebrate this guy's life, and they still do it. And it said that if enough people will like pray at the same time, then the blood will liquefy.
You know, this is turning back from Christianity back into witchcraft. They're doing a witchcraft ritual right now. Like that's what's happening.
It's all paganism.
Nick, do you have anything? Sorry, you just took a bite of something.
Yeah, I did. I just thought it was funny when you mentioned the Pope and stuff. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. Like, we all admire the Pope. We want to hear what he has to say. We marvel at him because we think he's such a great dude. But then we have to, he's always got to be in a fancy car behind bulletproof glass. I don't know.
Like, if you're the chosen one, then why does the glass, that's like saying that God doesn't have a plan for you, because it's supposed to be God has a plan, whether it's you get shot in the head or not. Yeah. That's your plan, and it's going to happen.
You're messing with God's plan. What do you think? You're God or something? You know.
I like the. So I also like the idea of I don't know. You're talking about Zeus there for whatever reason, and marveling at how great of a god Zeus is, and for some reason that makes me think about wrestling. Because I don't know why.
Zeus off the top ropes!
and then just thinking about how dumb things are set up to be this giant spectacle in wrestling, and you're supposed to be like, oh, that's amazing! He's slamming him from the top row with a boner, and you're like, whatever, I don't know, that's amazing! I'm gonna marvel at that, but it's really just something that's created by TV, right? So you could create your own giant spectacle from home. I don't know.
Zeus rumbling through the ring with a clap of thunder.
Yeah, now I'm just imagining him just cracking a lightning bolt like a chair over someone. The crowd is electrified. Just
oh shit.
What does the word cognate mean?
Cognate, I think it's sentient, kind of.
What does that mean? Related to, connected to.
Okay. Is that what cognate means?
Is it cognate or cognate?
I'll look it up for a second.
It says, oh, okay. I already got it looked up.
Are you talking about
with a long A sound? A, cognate.
Having no, wait, that's
cognitive. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I thought it was with cognitive, but it means related. Related either by blood or by subject or whatever.
Yeah, blood relative, related, connected. So this says that Zeus is his name is cognate with the first element of the Roman equivalent of Jupiter. Yeah. I don't know what that means.
He's the same thing as Jupiter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If you guys are cool with it, I'm just gonna write 20 minutes on how Zeus should be in the WWE.
You really should, and you should add that boner. He hit him with a boner thing. That was really funny.
Okay.
And I will tag it for you.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I only have like two things. One, like you could just like have more like you could lean in more with like I'm not sure if it was purposeful, but when you're like, okay, so this next stuff is pretty dumb. Just shit like that. Like,
I'm gonna start all my sets that way.
just like just be really sincere about it. Just like
That would be really cool. You just start you go on the mic, you start it that way. So this next joke
It's gonna be dumb as hell.
this is gonna
But
be
you guys are gonna laugh because you guys are dumb as hell.
yeah, but like the Brazil thing, I'm surprised you didn't like mention the pollution. It's like it's hard to marvel when you're choking to death. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. We're gonna move on to me.
Whoop whoop.
Yay! I don't have a lot of material actually, so it's gonna go really quickly. And I'm mostly gonna read it because I wrote it like an hour ago. So my topic was air balloons. And I wrote down there's like 4 different types of air balloons. Of balloons, there's the air balloon, there's the water balloon, then there's the fire balloon and the earth balloons. There's also balloon animals, and you would think that those are a type of animal, but I assure you, if you ask a biologist that, they will block you. Balloon animals are balloons shaped like animals, not the other way around. I would love to go into a hot air balloon. I feel like it would be so romantic. But I know for a fact that if I went into that thing with my boyfriend, he would shake it and jump in it, and I would tell him to stop, and he would say, I'm not doing anything. And then we would go back and forth like that to our doom, together forever, So I guess that is kind of romantic. I love my big man child, even though sometimes he treats me like a little sister. But you know what? That just keeps the relationship fresh and spicy. I have a fear of heights. I'm not really afraid of the heights. I think it would be more accurate to say that I'm just very clumsy, and I'm afraid I'm just going to accidentally walk into the abyss. Kind of like like a sad, yeah, like a sad Mr. Magoo. Like if Mr. Magoo was directed by Shonda Rhimes. Chinese lanterns are kind of like a hot air balloon. You just put your wishes in it, or your prayers, or your goal gene size, or whatever, and you light up a little piece of wood that's attached to it, and it makes hot air inside, and the lantern just goes into the sky, and it just goes to litter someplace else far away with your wishes and your gene size.
And your gene size.
Yeah. I saw a bunch of really cool hot air balloons on the internet. Some were multicolored. Some were shaped like giant bees or a castle. I think that if I had a hot air balloon, I would sell it. Because those things cost over $40,000, and I don't really like hot air balloons. So I like money. I like money more. And I would use the money to fulfill my lifelong dream. I would travel to Scotland, buy a kilt, make some Scottish friends, go drinking with them, pretend to be Scottish, get really belligerent in my Scottishness, offend everyone, get kicked out of the country. I don't really handle liquor very well, but whatever. Here I wrote down it's just a fact, but it weirded me out. I read online, I think that it's true. You can't really control how far or how fast the balloon goes. So people in hot air balloons, they just go and they just enjoy the ride. And when the balloon starts to go down, they're just looking for a safe landing spot, which there's no joke there. I just wanted to share that with you. That's it. That's all I have on hot air balloons.
Oh.
So what did you guys think?
I absolutely love the just goes and pollutes somewhere else.
Yeah.
That was the stroke of genius. Also, like the abyss. That was like
Step into the abyss.
accidentally step into the abyss. Just like, oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I wrote Earth balloon equals rock.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just a rock you throw.
you're throwing like Earth balloons. Oh, that's a fucking rock, dude.
You could say like a fire balloon is just a bag of Takis, and
A bag of Takis. That's yeah.
and like a earth balloon is just a bag of cocaine rocks.
I just wrote down how the people who make balloon animals are psychotic, which means they're also animals. I wrote down you put your dreams in a lantern, and then you watch it float away, and your dreams die. And I also wrote down. Do people that make like balloon animals have an inflated ego?
Oh,
That's good. It's really funny because, well, it's not super. Anyways, one of my mom's friends died over the year. That's not the funny part, though. So at the end of the year, they lit up like a Chinese lantern, for closure and stuff. And it went really far into the sky. And then there was a gust of wind, and it just crashed back down into the lake, and it traumatized everyone there.
Is your mom's best friend a cat?
No.
Did you have a cat that died?
Me? Why? No.
I
don't.
That's like if somebody's like, I want to, like on The Big Lebowski, he's like, spread my ashes in the ocean, and then they're just all over his face.
It's like a real life comedy.
Yeah.
I have been in a hot air balloon before, and we were like skydiving, so we jumped out of the hot air balloon. But I always thought it was pretty cool that like you take your girlfriend up there, like she didn't know you had a parachute on, and you're like, okay, honey, I'm gonna get ready to propose to you, and he like gets down on one knee, but then like all of a sudden falls over the side of the balloon and. Like, fuck, I'm not getting married. And he, lands on the ground safely and just runs away.
Are you
What's
talking about
wrong
a
with you?
blimp?
Why would you do that to someone? She thinks you killed yourself.
That's the point. Then maybe she'll get, like, some insurance money or something.
What the hell is that?
And also, why are you and your boyfriend making incest porn? That's disturbing on so many levels.
I just thought it'd be funny. And incest porn is funny, right? I don't know.
Oh gosh, I would love to see like I would just want to see like them try to be funny.
Yeah.
I also just thought of like something about how like back in the day, how people always used to talk about like back in the day they used to have to walk uphill both ways with like no shoes or whatever. Back in the day, like
Yeah.
He froze.
No, he's not frozen. Is he?
Yeah.
You're still moving. I can see you moving.
It's muted now.
He's muted now.
You muted yourself.
And he's trying to fix his audio.
Okay. Well,
You can barely hear him.
we can't because he's muted. That's okay. All right. We're going to move on to something else. while he figures out his muting
Take
problem.
the bag of marbles at him.
I'm crazy.
That's funny because when there's no marble, it just looks like I'm jerking someone off.
That's a ghost. I'm jerking off ghost. What if you were in Scotland? When you were in Scotland, they took you out to play golf, but they they got you drunk first, and then they put down your golf ball was just like a little marble. So like the drunker you were, the littler balls you had to hit.
Oh, that'd be a good drinking game.
It'd be difficult. Yeah, you're like, well, fuck. Now we got to find the marble. So like, yeah, that'd be difficult. You'd be out there for days.
For days, I would get alcohol poisoning. All right, we're gonna move on to our own material. I think, unless you have something to add, Matthew. I feel like you made a mouth noise.
mouth noise. I'm sorry, my mind's going crazy at this point. I just imagine like a balloon pinata.
Oh, that would be really scary.
Yeah, it just explodes the candy. Just like shrapnel. Just like too many foodies.
All the kids they need gear, like they need the.
But what if instead of getting a pinata, somebody accidentally picked up a fire balloon and they hit the kid hit it, and then it exploded fire all over the kids.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be. We are very anti-kill. We are very anti-kids.
What is that? A gender reveal party?
The agenda reveal party.
The gender reveal party. Because you have to explode it. Okay, let's move on to the next portion of this. Everybody wants, right?
Yeah, maybe Nick had something to say.
Oh, do you have something to say, Nick?
About balloons, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, just I had the idea that like whoever invented the balloons or hot air balloons in general, at one point they thought this was going to be like the next major mode of transportation, and then just like the idea of taking like the hot air balloon to the store to go get some like eggs or something, and then you're just like, oh, I can't today, it's too windy.
Oh, like, Jesus Christ, there's a spider.
God just fucked up your entire day with a slight breeze. Like,
I love that.
Like you you create this giant balloon because you're like some master scientist, but you fail to account for the minor breeze that could throw your balloon off track. I don't know.
Like that's one of those like evil genius plans that if you would have just did it another day, it would have been hilarious. It would have worked. Like the Wile E. Coyote, if he would have just tried a little harder on those machines that he would make, they would have worked.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick. Though that was really insightful. I really like it.
Did we lose Jeremy? I don't know. I just hear a bunch of.
No, he's still there, right, Jeremy?
Just a bunch of blah 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 blah.
That was me talking.
Oh. I'm still here, yes. I'm trying to be quiet now because people are making fun of people.
I'm not going to laugh at any of your jokes, okay? You're rude.
That's good.
So, now is the portion of the show, this is a show. Is it a show? I don't know. This is the portion of the workshop where we work on our own material. So we're going to do 3 to 5 minutes of our own material, same as before. We give each other feedback. I'm so sorry if I keep looking there. There's like a spider that came down from the ceiling right in front of my face, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So we're going to keep the same order, which at first it was Nick, I think, that went. Nick, do you want to go first for your material?
Nick just went. Oh, wait. I don't know.
For his own material.
Yeah.
Jeremy, you're high.
A little bit.
Nick, you're muted.
Nick is muted, yeah.
All right. He says he's going to a different place.
Is he? Oh, is he saying that in the?
So I guess we gotta wait for him until.
To be horrible. So Nick, we're gonna do the someone else, and then we'll go back to you when you're good to go. And then the second person is Matthew, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Switch
Spiders.
ears because my ears hurt from that.
That's okay.
Sorry, I read something. I lost it.
So yeah, let's make this quick because Victoria needs to get back to hanging random things onto her wall.
A bag, a guitar,
Those
a spider.
okay, the spider's not me. It eats the moths, okay? This is an ecosystem I got going.
The moths come to eat the leftover soup. The spiders eat the moths.
That's
Then you make spider soup.
how dare you? That's exactly what's going. I don't eat spiders. Matthew, go on. Okay.
Thank you, Victoria. I am scared, but I'm trying to work on my empathy skills. Like you know, I haven't really experienced a lot in life. You can tell by my baby face. I have not witnessed real horror, like taxes, and like, yeah, or seeing my grandmother naked. I haven't experienced those things. Like, stop riffing, Matthew. All right, so, like, you know, I don't really know a lot. So like, I'm trying to, you know, like use common skills or use the stuff I'm words. I'm just gonna get to it. I don't know what it's like to be in a blizzard, but I imagine for a second you have to feel like Princess Diane. You're dying from exposure. I've never lit a building on fire. But if I had more matches in my pocket than I did on Bumble, which is like 2 matches, that's a lie. Arsonists use Tinder. I've never fallen in love with a porn star. But I have listened to podcasts in my shower. There's something about being naked and rubbing ointment on your body that makes you feel really connected to people. That was 2 minutes. I'll just like keep going. Yeah, I'm Catholic, which there's people don't really understand. There's a lot of different types. Like there's the Jesuits, the Marianists, the alcoholics, the child molesters. There's a lot of us. Like you know, I go to a Catholic school because I hate myself, and the thing about Catholic school, it feels more like a book club without the reading. And shit, one last thing. Oh yeah, the weird thing about my school is that it has a snake for a mascot, which I guess it kind of makes sense. It is a place full of temptation. You learn how much of an animal you were afterwards. But yeah, that's all I got.
That was good. Thank you. What did I wrote a lot of stuff here. I like that you said you worked on your empathy skills. That was just a really good premise. And then you said I have not witnessed real horror like seeing my grandma naked. And I was just thinking, does seeing your grandma naked make you a man or something? Like
Yes, it does.
I thought maybe you could write that in. I thought it was funny. Hey, Nick.
Hey, I moved to a different area in my house just because my Wi-Fi was being horrible. So
You look like you know the guy next to the fireplace that's about to read us a book or whatever.
But this message says my Wi-Fi is horrible.
yeah, I tried to write that, but it wouldn't. It was being all glitchy. So.
Well, you missed the jokes.
You missed the jokes. It's okay. You can watch them again after we're done. I also wrote down that you were you had lots of puns, which I can't really help you on because I'm very bad at puns. For the podcasting, I thought you could phrase it like, I like being talked at while I'm rubbing ointment on my body. I thought the rubbing ointment on my body should be at the end. That's more of a punch.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
And then you just said in passing, like you said, I go to Catholic college because I hate myself. And then I thought you could say like, because I hate myself, so I'm already ahead in all my classes. And your snake thing, it's the apple of knowledge, right? The thing that they're trying to, which is weird because they're Catholic. Maybe they're just posing as Catholic and it's actually like the snake. I don't know. It just seems like a really weird like character of the Bible to identify with for school, you know?
Yeah, because isn't the snake the snake
is the devil.
Was like evil because they introduced the idea of doing something bad or whatever.
It's the original sin. Like it's the I don't know.
It's not specifically supposed to be a snake. I think it's just like hindsight. They don't even realize at this point. They're like rattlers. It's like that's devil. It's like yeah.
So the snake wasn't even talking, he was just rattling his tail, and that's where they got the bad news from?
Yeah, you hear what you want to hear, you know? But that's all I have. Jeremy, what have you got?
You said I go to Catholic school, you said I hate myself, so I go to Catholic school, and my parents also hate me. That's why they send me to Catholic school. Something like that. I don't know. That's all I have. I didn't write much.
I should said jokes about. Here's the thing. I was actually kicked out of Catholic school.
Why?
I don't know. They never told me, which is weird because, like, the Catholic Church, they have stuff for if you have a devil in you. Like, they got shit for that. Somehow my ass was kicked out.
Did you wear the skirt? Like, I mean, you're supposed to come in uniform.
For sure, you didn't touch children because they would have kept you. You know, there has to be something worse than that. Worse than that.
I don't know.
But you should definitely add that in your material that you were kicked out. I think it's really funny, and then you could maybe try to figure out like why, and just come up with like reasons why they would kick you out, and like
you went in the wrong bathroom by accident, or
or you just had a bedazzled bag and they didn't like that, or like
it was Halloween and the only thing you could dress up as is a woman. I don't know. Yeah, because they don't believe in monsters or ghosts. That's not true.
Yeah, so I just thought it'd be funny if you try to figure that out. And that's all I have for you. Jeremy, do you have anything else?
Does the snake in the mascot, does he have a little hat, or like does he wear clothes or anything? That's fucking weird.
Well, he does. He wears a shirt.
He's got a shirt.
Wearing this.
He has arms?
Yes.
That's a lizard.
He's a wizard that stands up, but it's a snake.
He's evolving. He's evolving. He's evolving.
Exactly. All right. We're gonna move on to Nick. Oh no, wait, you have something else.
For what it's worth, I don't know exactly what the topic is, but so much talk about snakes, all I'm like, not Slytherin, not Slytherin. In my head, so.
I got some random thing about Zeus. Like one of the questions on Google, because I looked up Zeus from earlier, and then one of the questions said, "Who does Zeus sleep with?" And there's like a list of like Zeus fucked a lot of women.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a player or a rapist, whatever way you want to look at it.
He was a family guy, you know.
And then it brought me to a link on Pornhub for incest porn.
Well, Curtis says you got kicked out because you were untouchable.
Oh,
shit.
That's really good. That's really good. All right. Does anybody have anything else to add before we move on to Nick? Huh? Nick, are you ready?
Yeah, we're just doing 5 minutes on anything.
Yeah, 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
27.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got a bunch of really random, like ideas that I've kind of constructed into bits, but nothing really very coherent that flows into anything. But I don't know. I was just thinking about so I have a disability, and growing up, I had like 7 surgeries as a kid. So like a lot of people want to complain about winters here in Canada and say there's only 2 seasons, like winter and construction. For me, I also had those 2 seasons, but they were for my body. It was winter and reconstruction. They also, when I came to Canada, they wanted to give me Botox right away. And I don't know if the Botox worked, but I have some great tits. What else I got? There's this comic I was talking to this week, and he told me people really want to know more about me personally and want me to do a lot more edgy material. So this next 10 minutes will be about milk and other dairy-based products that grind my gears. Like I used to have a girlfriend who loved sour cream, and I'm like, that's disgusting. Why do you love expired yogurt? Why do you put it? And a lot of people, because of my disability, they think I'm an inspiration, and that's fine. But then I told them that my inspiration, my idol, is Snoop Dogg. And a lot of people tell me I look nothing like Snoop Dogg, and I'm nothing like him. But I think we really are the same, because Snoop Dogg and I both got quarantined. We both smoke a lot of weed, and we both host a mediocre podcast.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. As a person with a disability, the most offensive sign I can think of is, "In case of fire, please use stairs." And then my friend told me the other day that this year, 2021, he's only worn pants for a total of 3 hours. These are the following situations in which he decided to wear pants. Occasion number 1, January 5th, when he did he was part of a drive-by birthday, which, like, back in the 90s, if you were telling me you were going to do a drive-by, like, I thought you were going to shoot up some shit or do something cool or, like, spit some rhymes. But now we're just waving at each other from the windows so we don't, like, spit at each other. January 6th, he again wore pants to buy a TV at Walmart. And then on January 8th, he wore pants again for a failed interview at Denny's. I wrote Catwoman is a shitty superhero. Oh, sorry, that's about something else. When my parents are from Europe, so my parents grow tulips in the middle of the winter in Canada, and we had so many years where, like, our flowers just wouldn't grow, and my dad wouldn't understand why. And so he had like 5 years of failed production and losses of money. And I was like, I don't know, maybe don't try growing flowers in the middle of winter in like the coldest country in the world. And the thing that bothered me also is we used to have to like listen to music, listen to old like Merle Haggard and Dolly Parton and all this like country crap when I was growing up.
Good
And
stuff.
they would make us like plant bulbs like one by one, like slave labor. And I got really bored of singing like hymns. So I just, instead of listening to country music, I would like listen to like heavy metal and like punk rock, which for me as like a 90-pound like kid with wobbly legs doesn't fit. But I was just like imagining myself planting tulips and listening to like A Day to Remember, just like disrespect your surroundings and like, I don't know, it's craziness. Yeah, that's about it. I think I thought of it now. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's about it.
Well,
for now.
You're at 5 minutes, so
Okay,
that
cool.
was really good, actually.
Oh, you know, this idea. I don't know if this has been done before or if there's a way you guys can like spin this and make it into something, but I've had this idea in my head for a long time about how like sesame seed buns are like bullshit compared to other buns, because you can go to like the store and you can buy buns for like $2, but you can also buy like buns with sesame seeds, but they're also $2. So somebody needs
shit.
to tell like sesame seed farmers that they're like,
Getting fucked.
yeah, they're getting fired. But I feel like that's already a joke or something like that. But the only bit I could find out about sesame seeds is a Mitch Hedberg bit. So
I was gonna say.
I just feel like there's not enough like sesame seed material out there. So I feel like that's something I could work on.
Yeah, definitely. People need to know about the sesame seeds.
If you take a sesame seed bun and you put it underground and bury it in the ground, would it grow a sesame seed tree?
Mm-hmm.
Also,
it's
there's
cooked.
this thing about like I don't know if you guys heard, but Eminem dissed Snoop Dogg in his latest album, and
Oh shit.
I've been like blown. My mind has been blown by the fact that he was like, "Oh, Snoop Dogg, he used to be a god, but Snoop Dogg is also God backwards." But it's like, yeah, you spelled dog wrong, you idiot.
God poons.
Anyways, that's maybe real dumb, but anyway.
I thought you were gonna say my mind has been blown that Eminem still makes albums.
Fair enough.
Like,
There's a
Yeah.
conspiracy that they just keep replacing him with a clone every couple of years, and the
mhm.
clone
These
gets
are
younger.
just dumb or just
Yeah, I know.
dumb people that
Well,
can't remember
well,
shit.
I wrote
I
this.
have a lot of free time on my hands, all right? So I know about all the conspiracies.
We should make conspiracy theories. I think it would be fun to make a video.
I
What did
wrote
you
on
think?
Facebook the other day that this pandemic is kind of like that year that Snoop Dogg became Snoop Lion. Like it was kind of cool for a while, but now we're just ready for it to all be over and get back on stage spitting bars. So
Yeah.
Like,
True.
I think he lost some fans at that time. I mean, everybody still called him Snoop Dogg, but then like, there's these other kids that were like Snoop Lion, and it just separated us from that group of people.
Yeah, it was weird also because
That's-
he was like, I'm the second coming of Bob Marley or something. And
That's probably how we got to mumble rap nowadays, and that shit's garbage.
Mm.
Thanks, Snoop.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I really like your persona, and I really like your cadence. I think like the stuff you say is hilarious, even though like sometimes, like when you said like he for a failed
It's not.
interview at Denny's or
That was
something.
funny.
It was
That was
so funny,
hilarious,
but
yeah.
I know that like written down, it's not funny, but just the way you said it, it was just hilarious.
okay.
I thought that was a good premise, though. Like, I thought the whole thing was good, and then like at the end, you're like, oh, this is going to be a build-up. Like, he did some good things. He bought a new TV. I was expecting you to say that he returned the TV. Like, he bought it for, like, the big sports game, and then, like, after the sports game was over, he returned it to Walmart, so he had to wear pants again. And they noticed that he was wearing the same pants.
But it was just so mundane. It was amazing. Most offensive, please use the stairs in case of emergency. That was really funny. And why did they want to give you Botox? I didn't understand that.
I still don't really even know. But it's apparently like it's I think it's supposed to like loosen up your muscles.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Because
I had really like my muscles are basically like locked. So then they gave me like Botox to loosen up my muscles.
So you
But I also, when I was like thinking of all this stuff, I was like, because when I don't even know what they did in like the first 4 surgeries, but I do remember like after the 4th one, I was like, can we speed this up a little bit? Like I remember. Like I remember telling the doctor that my dad has like hammers in the garage that we could just like speed this up a little bit, knock out a few operations, so I don't have to do the recovery as many times. But that was my biggest like thing of the surgeries is it always took months to recover. So.
Oh, I guess that would be awful. Yeah, that's all I have for feedback. It was really great. What did you think, Matthew?
Yeah.
There's no 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
That's
yeah. There's always more Matthews. That was really great. Like I agree with Victoria on like all that. And the only thing I wanted to add is like, you hear how Jeremy was like, what? They're the greats or something, just like to avoid that reaction.
That sounds just like him.
With like the country music thing, you can like specify instead of like saying it's stupid, like it's sad shit. Like you can even be like, look at me, I don't need to be more sad.
That's
just like shit like that. It's like they're basically just like privileged people that are like, I don't have enough sadness in my life.
Like, the thing that's most sad is I think because I live in Alberta, they made us all do like line dancing during gym class when I was a kid, and that's really worked out in my favor. Now as a 20-year-old man, I really use a lot of line dancing in my regular life.
While I'm playing 3 Blind Mice on my flute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's a tear in my beer. I'm crying for you, dear.
You don't have to apologize, Curtis. It's okay.
All right, good job.
Yeah, good job. Does anybody have anything else to add? We're gonna move on to Jeremy. Jeremy, are you ready?
Not really, but okay. Comedy this is the first job that I've had for 7 years that I'm not good at. So I'm going to help you guys with some comedy advice on how to like write jokes. First thing I start with is Facebook. Like, for instance, my friend says, I'm surrounded by beautiful people. What should I do? And I said, make a jacket. Or if you have 7 friends, you can make a 7-layer burrito. So my uncle, he's kind of dumb. We call him Uncle Short Arm. That's another story that we're not going to talk about. But he thinks that since I'm a comedian, he can send me other comedians' jokes. And he's like, hey, dude, include this in your act. So this is one of those. He got this picture from a meme, and he said, the way that you get by it is you just tell it like it's one of your family members. So in this story, my Uncle Short Arm is a gynecologist, but he's also a pizza delivery man in his spare time. So Uncle Short Arm says, what does a gynecologist and a pizza delivery man have in common? And I'm like, what, Uncle? And he says, they both get to smell it, but they can't eat it. So that's a joke from my uncle, stolen from the internet, told by me as if it was my joke on the internet. Thank you, Uncle Shortarm. So I get a lot of dumb questions in my life. My friend said, if you could bring back somebody from the dead, who would you bring back? And I know you guys are immediately thinking relatives. That's who. But my first thought was I'd bring back Snoop Dogg, because I really want to smoke weed with Snoop. Wait, Snoop Dogg's not dead, guys. So my second thought was, how do I kill Snoop Dogg? Because again, I think that's the only way that I'm ever going to be able to kill Snoop Dogg. The second person to smoke weed with Snoop Dogg. The second person I thought to bring back was like Anne Frank, because she went through something similar to COVID lockdown, but she did it without an iPad, guys. I don't fucking. So she could teach us something. Third person I thought to bring back was Bob Marley, But would he feel inspired to write more music living in my parents' concrete basement? Concrete basement? Probably not. But then, I got to feed Bob Marley. What does a Bob Marley eat? Toast and jammin', maybe. I don't know. But Bob Marley smokes a lot of weed, so I'm probably just going to bring back a relative. And I asked my friend, who are you bringing back? He says he's bringing back Jesus. Jesus could come back on his own, guys. I don't think we need to do that. And then we got my thoughts. This is my thought about it's about the last dinosaur to walk the earth. His name's Trice. He goes by Trice because fuck his parents, the Triceratopses. Trice is a hipster dinosaur. He's got his nose horn pierced. He works at Starbucks with his best friend T-Bone. T-Bone is a T-Rex vegan, and he fucking has to tell everyone. So T-Bone and fucking Trice have a podcast and a blog, but that stuff's dumb because nobody listens to that, guys. Just ask Victoria. So Trice and T-Bone, their podcast is called Fire from the Sky. And it's about the end of Dino Days. And so, again, the day is happening. And Trice and T-Bone, covered in patchouli oil, they're singing the familiar chant, I love you, you love me. Barney, you guys would probably die in the Dino Days if you don't know that song. So they come outside of Trice's parents' basement. They notice his parents' house is gone. The neighbor's house is gone. Every house on the block is gone. So Trice is just walking the earth, and he's walking looking for other dinosaurs. The point of this story is Trice walked the earth before the earth was cool. Right. I got one more. All right, so they say if you sleep with more than one pillow, you may have depression or you may be lonely. But that's not true, guys. I got 4 pillows in my bed, but each one of them has a purpose, I got a long pillow for cuddling, and I got a lumpy pillow because I like something chubby between my legs when I sleep. I got a skinny pillow that I put under my neck, and I got a little pink, it's a fart pillow. You guys got a fart pillow? No? Okay, I guess I'm the only one who has a fart pillow. Yeah, it's pink because it's a reminder not to put it near your face. So yeah, each one of my pillows have a purpose, but it's difficult sleeping with 4 pillows because there's a lot of tossing and turning. You wake up after a good night's sleep, you're like, which one of these pillows did I sleep with? But if you sleep with 4 pillows, you gotta fuck 4 pillows. So I'm just trying to tell you guys that I'm in a polygamous relationship. It's consensual. We know. Okay, thank you. My name's Jeremy.
I love how you petered out at the end. You're like, well, okay.
Please use the word polygamous every time you tell the joke.
Yeah, that polygamous. It's when you have sex with pillows. Yeah. Yeah, no, but I want to say pillow because I'm talking about pillows.
Oh, okay.
Polygamy. Or I could say polygamous, but I haven't.
is better.
Pillowgamy. You got to say it slowly. Pillowgamy.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Now I get it. I didn't catch that before.
Yeah, practice polygamy.
Yeah, you
Also,
got to say like pillowgamy.
Polygamy.
I can't say it. I haven't figured out how to say it properly.
It's
So
a polygamy.
Well, if you're
I don't know.
taking that angle on it, you could also talk about like expand on the idea and talk about like pillow fights or like the idea of like pillow talk or like
Those are fucking. I like those.
ideas
That's
to
good.
expand your
Your
I
pillow.
don't have a.
It's just like this doesn't normally happen, I swear. Just
Hold on, I gotta get a pen.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to say, guys, I get like 100 views on my podcast, so
Awesome.
Total over 4 years of
No.
podcasting.
each video, go check it on YouTube. The Dirty Four, we got over 100 views on each.
I think that's because of her co-host Claudio. He's probably a good guy, and he has a lot of friends.
Okay.
Wow.
I gotta listen to that in my shower. Awesome.
I like the Anne Frank thing. I thought you could throw in a little, because you know, like how Justin Bieber went to visit the Anne Frank Museum, and he said, "I think Anne Frank would have been a believer." I thought you could throw it in that like you both would listen to Justin Bieber together, go to Justin Bieber concerts or something.
Yeah. Or I think she would stay indoors because she's also now having to hide from Nazis.
Yeah. That's a good one. And for your Jesus joke, I thought you could just add at the end, like, Jesus doesn't want to be here. That's why he's not here. He just doesn't want to be here.
Okay, he's been here. He's not coming back.
Yeah.
It's like
He's seen what this is all about. He's not interested.
sometimes you got to chalk it up as a mistake and move on.
The only note I have is just like at some points, again, like you might like benefit from having like more pauses before like you give the punchline. It's like build up tension that way. But also like you can slow down some things with your punchline. Like I love the way that you said Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Just I don't know. I don't remember how you said it. It just sounded so funny. Just like they bring back Jesus.
Oh, that's because
Alright.
it's his accent. It's
Exactly.
Bring back Jesus. I
Like
don't know.
lean into your accent just like at some points, and like it really helps.
All right. No, I would agree with the pauses. Like I didn't say the whole thing, but I wrote this whole set that involved these jokes right here, and there was some other things, and I was like, oh, there's 4 good jokes in here. Should only be 8 to 10 minutes, and it'll be fine. And then I recorded the whole thing, and it was like 15 minutes. So it's all right there.
I think Nick is gonna be back. Maybe he has something to say.
Yeah.
Nipple clamp.
Sorry about that. I have like the worst internet right now.
That's okay. Do you have anything else to add for Jeremy?
No.
No, probably
Oh
not.
no, I thought it was pretty funny. I think you had some funny stuff in there, dude.
Thanks.
I liked it.
All right. I don't really have anything else to add. I heard most of your jokes before. But what?
This
What?
is why we are not going to listen to your podcast.
Well,
Well, it doesn't matter because I have over 100 reviews and they're not all for Claudio. Okay, some people like me. They see it in the comment. They're like, Victoria, you look beautiful today. Okay, so
I came here for Claudio, but wow, Victoria is funny. I think these workshops are helping you. Maybe get some more viewers.
Right. Well, anyways, I think we're gonna move on.
I hate that I opened this floodgate to like roast Victoria. I roasted you once Now Jeremy's just like on your ass.
Oh, this is fine. You guys, anyone listening or whatever, roast me. I'm not one of those people that has like a fragile ego or anything.
I thought you were gonna tell him to beat me up. Like that's why I moved so far away, is so I can make fun of people on the internet and nobody could beat me up.
I like a good roast, you know?
You look like Lumberjack's daughter that decided to go to art school.
Uncle who?
A lumberjack's daughter.
That decided to go to art school.
Well, she dropped out of music class first, but then she took up art.
Just got like a bass chilling on the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
I went with bass because I thought it would be the easiest because there's only 4 strings, but actually bass is pretty hard, guys.
It's not that bad if you play like Green Day and stuff.
It's just 1 chord.
It is. It really is.
Blink-182 just like 3 chords for every song.
If you want to play Red Hot Chili Peppers, now that's a whole thing. All right, so I'm gonna do my own material. Get ready.
Yay.
To,
Get ready.
for me. Yeah. Tell it how it is. Amen. All right. So I was supposed to write new jokes for 2021. I told everyone like, oh, my old jokes are all garbage. Now I'm doing new jokes. And I wrote down a lot of jokes last night. And when I read them in the morning, it was just like a manifesto. It was a manifesto or like a suicide letter. I don't know. I'm not sure which one it was. Also, my boyfriend doesn't want to get married. He says he doesn't understand what marriage is because his parents are not married. He doesn't understand the point. So I explained to him, it's like you pick someone to spend the rest of your life with. You're like, that person, that's the person for me. I can stop looking, you know? And he's like, oh, that's a nice sentiment, but pass. It's not like I just want him to want to marry me. I don't want to get married. I don't understand why he doesn't want to marry me though. It's kind of weird. Also, I wish he would write me a love song. I think that would be pretty romantic, but he keeps telling me like, I'm not a musician, I'm an engineer, I don't know how to do that. But maybe he could write me a code or something, like a computer language. You know, like C++ or Python. Like, hey, you've heard of those. Now get ready for Victoria, the unintuitive computer language you can try to use for a few basic commands. That'd be good for my self-esteem, I think. Maybe you guys don't know this, but I have a gun permit. I have a gun permit, but I don't have a driver's license because it's just too expensive with all the classes and the insurance and whatnot. I'd rather just have a gun and take the bus. My bus driver really likes guns. Whenever I show him my gun, he lets me in for free. Yeah. And the other day, I even got a free bus. So that was really cool. And everyone loves my gun, actually. I keep getting free stuff everywhere. If I go into a club and I find a cute guy, like I show him my gun and I'm like, hey, aren't you going to buy me a drink? And he buys me a drink. He doesn't take his eyes off the gun the whole time, you know? And then as soon as I leave, to try to make him chase me, like I see him running around and telling everyone, like all excited, like she has a gun, and then great. I love it. People love guns. In summation, I think that everyone should have their own gun. It's super easy. All you have to do is take like a 3-day seminar, fill up some paperwork, and voila, you got a gun. Maybe you get yourself some sleek looking piece, maybe a cute pink pistol for the feminists out there. I don't know. I heard that Cardi B is coming out with a wet ass pistol in 2021. What else do I have here? That's it. That's all I have. That's it.
Whew.
That was
Guts.
a weird way to end it.
You should do like your fingers in the air, like.
Finger
That would be
guns
really
is a
funny
good one
if I
too.
get off the stage like this. Like,
You should say usually the crowd laughs at my jokes, or like try to use that as a way to get people to laugh. Like,
But yeah, usually the crowd laughs at that joke, but tonight I didn't bring my gun.
guess I'll have to I'll have to kill, or like guess I'll have to kill in other ways if you don't like if a joke
And
doesn't
you-
land. You're like,
Yeah.
You can do an act out like when you get on the bus. You're like, he loves guns, so I just show him my gun. So like, turn to the side, like to where your holster would be on your hip, and lift up your shirt like there's a gun there, something like that.
Yeah.
that'd be good.
I mean, you could even put your hand like on your hip. You're like, lift up your shirt so that you can see your hand is there, like it's a gun. You're like, I get on the bus and I show him my gun, and I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I like that.
And you got a free bus. That's fucking funny. Like one day I even got a free bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess, you could say like you heard that guy is like reverse cowgirl, so you think, and you could say something along the lines of you thought that was like the cowgirls are the ones that kill the Indians or something.
Or the cowgirls carry the guns.
Yeah. Just like the damsels in distress. Just
Oh, I really like that. Yeah.
yeah, like they're the ones that like wear the pants essentially. But I only have like 2 notes. One, like when you woke up, it looked like a Rorschach test. Just like, what the fuck is this? It could be this. It could be. It could be. I'm gay. I don't know what this is.
Like it's just my subconscious writing, and I'm like, am I gay? What's going on?
But I don't know. There's a lot of blood. I don't know. And also, like, you said like you get a 3-day permit and all this stuff. All I thought was like, you just need a divorced uncle in Arkansas, just for a gun.
Yeah.
Or Kansas, either one. Kansas sounds funnier. Like,
Yeah.
I think maybe you can go into more about telling us, comparing the tests or the classes that you have to do for driving. You're like, I got to take fucking 6 weeks worth of driving classes or 3 days worth of fucking hunting lessons.
Yeah, I think it's like over $1,000 for a driver's license with all the classes and stuff, and like a gun permit, it's like $300.
yeah, it is.
And it's really
a
quick.
1-day course.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Victoria, you know what could help you get a driver's license without going through all that trouble? Just show them your gun. The only thing I had stuck in my head was like teaching your kids to like register their water guns. Something about water guns. And how like if you ever have a kid, you're gonna teach them early by showing them how to properly use a water gun.
Just set up some little like paper targets on the fence. Sugar cubes, I don't know.
It's really adorable.
The neighbor's kids.
Yeah, the neighbor's like against guns, so like he doesn't teach his kids about it. And then like they get a hold of your kid's gun and they shoot freaking the water in their eye and they're crying, and then the neighbor's all pissed off at you because you've now shot his kid in the eye.
And you're just like, put a little soap in it.
Yeah, did you clean the wound?
It's like,
Well,
in the water gun, just like, put a little vinegar in there, just like really make them hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, your mom is a nurse, and she comes running out of the house with her nurse gun, which is filled with cleaner and sanitizer, and she starts squirting the kid in the eye with sanitizer to clean the wound. And then here comes your dad, like out the backyard. He's like, "Oh shit! I heard somebody screaming while I was fixing my gun," and his gun just goes off on accident because he didn't have any proper training because it costs $1,000. He got a car instead. He had to go to work
to pay for our guns, for all our guns.
Yeah.
Can I throw this weird bit that I didn't really mention when I was doing my thing?
No.
Yeah. I'm the host.
Okay, well, it's a super weird idea. There's this guy, like, because I was talking about my heroes or whatever. There's this guy I kind of used to watch. Like, he played in the CFL, which is like Canadian football, and then a couple of years later, he got drafted into the NFL. Nobody expected him to ever get anywhere. Then he got into the NFL, and he ended up winning like a Super Bowl with like the Eagles or something. And then the next year, though, the team still didn't believe him, and they traded him. And then he went to a different team and won the Super Bowl again. And then to top it all off, now he's in jail for attempted murder. But I think it just goes to show, like, that guy tried really hard, and he never gives up. Even like he even tried to commit murder, but some like that's kind of what I was gonna try with it. Is like,
maybe you could say, like, maybe if he put as much perseverance into the murder as he did in his work, there wouldn't be any witnesses. Like,
He's
You
just
found this out.
Dedication and mindset. Just he didn't write out his goals.
Throughout his whole journey, he stayed like, his commitment is like unwavering.
Maybe he should have put that on his what's it called? His dream board. You
got a dream board?
I know. I don't understand dream boards. You cut up stuff in magazines and you put it on them. Like, magazines is only like selling you things. So what, I would put like a bunch of makeup on there in a car? I don't understand.
Yeah, basically. Magazines are also good for writing ransom letters. Like, few people have magazines, and it's difficult. You kill somebody and you got to bring your own magazine to write the ransom letter. I guess you can't get ransom for a dead person, but you understand what I'm saying.
You like somebody, you're like, shit.
You get points for trying.
Magazine rack with my van.
But like, also, probably not many people really read anymore, and so there's not books in the house. There's no magazines. Like, you just got to spell out your letter with phones. Like, that's retarded. I'm sorry.
Phones?
Yeah.
While you were saying that, I just heard Matthew say porn really loud. What were you talking about?
Porn, duh.
I said, like, it's like I kidnapped somebody, but I forgot the magazines. Damn it. Now I gotta buy Cosmo in my van.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
All right. I think, do you guys have any other feedback for Nick?
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job. So
yeah.
I was just gonna say we've come to the end of the workshop.
I think. Oh yeah. Okay. Never mind. All right.
This is bothering me. Just say what you want to say. What's going on?
Because you said that. Does anybody have any more feedback for Nick? And I was like, but you're the one who just went last. We were talking about guns, but then I figured it out that he did that single joke to follow up. Yeah, I know. And then now here I am explaining it to you guys, and I feel even more of a dumbass because I tried to get out of this situation by saying no, and then Victoria's like, well, let's have a podcast about it.
Does your brain have a receding hairline?
Shut up!
This is amazing.
Well, maybe, like, I just thought of this, but because of Jeremy wrote Americans Love Guns, and I just thought of, like, you know how you said your boyfriend wouldn't get married to you. Like you could. There's all these songs about like I'm gonna shoot you with my love gun, or like all these like like,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna convince him to finally marry. He'll marry me if I have a gun. Kind of like you could convince him to love you if you have enough guns, or like just shoot him with a love gun.
Yeah,
We
a
love
gun
shutting
and
up, driving, and what we love dancing, driving, shutting up, and guns.
exactly. You like guns and a thick ass, right? If I've learned anything, that's what you guys are looking for.
Guns of steel.
Yeah, actually, all the stuff I'm like, 3 of the 4 stuff I mentioned is all just guy stuff. Dancing, that's just like, that's how you like, that's our like swoon dance, essentially.
Swoon dance?
It's like us trying to get a girl, and we don't know how to do it. It's just like,
mine involves pizza.
pizza.
Pizza, yeah.
Okay.
I always use pizza to get girls into my room.
I am sorry for delaying the end of this part.
That would work actually, because pizza is tasty. Like, who says no to a good pizza? You're making them an offer they can't refuse.
I think I'm gonna follow Victoria's advice and just use guns to convince women in the room. Just kidding.
Convince the audience to laugh. Like,
Hey, girl, you are now my girlfriend.
all right.
Okay.
So we've come to the end of the workshop. Yes. Okay.
All right.
These are just
Thank
going to
you.
get more and more passive aggressive as we go. So we've come to the end of the workshop. Did you guys have fun?
Yay.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks for doing this.
You're welcome. And thank you, Scott, for creating the workshop. This is the part where you say you promote like your social media or your podcast that you have going on. Jeremy, why don't you start us off?
Such a professional podcaster who looks off the screen at something else and talks about. You can follow me at I got Twitter, I got Tinder, I got Bumble. Nick, I seen your message. I just don't want to talk to you. I'm in a show on Saturday, a show at the end of the month. I'll give you guys free tickets if you pay for your plane tickets. So, all right, that's it. Thanks.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.
What about you, Matthew?
I mean, I'm boring, but I am occasionally. I need to post more things on Twitter and Instagram. Both of those handles are the same. It's Matt Sway Comedy, spelled exactly like that, no spaces. I am basic, but I do comedy. Hopefully you'll see some comedy later from me. So.
Not during this workshop at all, no. Is that one Matt, or is that one T or 2 T's?
It's 2 T's.
Okay, so I think Matt with 2 T's, you should say it like that. But then
It
maybe
always has 2 T's. People say Matt with 2 T's.
I think you should start wearing 2 T-shirts when you go do open mics, so that people know that you're Matt with 2 T's.
I'm Matt with 2 T's. That's your thing. That's your hook.
Like you could have like the shirt, the undershirt could be like a picture of you, and it could be like some merch that you're selling after the open mic. Like you're selling merch at the open mic. You're like, buy your Matt tees.
Just make the first shirt whatever you want, and then make the second shirt one of you holding a gun, and you'll succeed.
Yeah.
Or it could be a shirt of you holding a shirt with a picture of you in the shirt, holding a shirt with a picture of a shirt inside of a shirt.
This is all terrible advice,
Sure.
Matt.
Mattception.
Mattception.
Yeah. I mean, I'm basically just a doormat. Go walk over me. I'll probably enjoy it.
Roast.
All right.
Is that like? Is that an
have,
upskirt reference? That's
No, that's more of just me.
No
being,
panties.
masochist. Anyway, so
That's interesting.
Before
Nick, what do you have any
Before we
social media, any
log off-
podcast?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I do have a podcast. I haven't done it for a while, but it's called the Inspiring Brains Podcast. You can check that out. It's on iTunes and all the places. I have niek.ca. I have a website, and I've got a YouTube channel. If you just look up NIEK, you will find me on Facebook and all different social media, Pornhub, whatever you want to look at. I'm on it. I'm just kidding.
Awesome. As for me, you can find me on Instagram at Victoria 4 Days. There's no like letters, nothing. It's just Victoria 4 Days. And I also do every Thursday movie trivia night with Claudio Capri. So if you want to play, just join the Facebook group Victoria and Claudio's movie trivia night, or follow me on. I guess it's not follow, it's subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Victoria B. It's called. So good luck finding that. And
Awesome.
and otherwise, I'm a member of the Dirty Four, and we do a podcast every Sunday. It's the Dirty Four podcast. It's just me and 3 other comedians. We're very crass, we're very grungy and dumb all around. If you like that sort of stuff, we just do that for 2 hours. So you should probably watch that if you're into that. And that's that. I don't have anything else to say.
is
I
it the number 4 or is it spelled out 4?
It's spelled out for the Dirty
Okay, I'm
Four.
following.
You can find it on Facebook, and then you'll see all the notification promotion stuff.
Trice, his podcast and his blog are both available on vinyl if you guys want to pick that up as well.
You should do that. You should really do that.
Make some vinyl records of a podcast.
No, do a Trice podcast.
Okay, yeah, just talking.
Just
don't
do
know.
one. Like he could talk about his kombucha culture.
I with Keller, we got on this app. It's called Stereo, and that's kind of like a podcast thing where you just get together with other people and talk. So that's maybe we'll do that next time I talk with him.
All right. Perfect. So thank you everyone for watching, and hope to see you
Thanks,
next
everyone.
time. Goodbye.